Hi everybody, how's everybody today? How's everybody in another world, another country? How's everybody today? How's your dogs? Is it morning, afternoon, evening? I want to know, when you're taking your dog for a walk, it is really important to make sure you take a doggy bag, you make sure you put your dog on the lead, and when you're taking your dog out for a walk, you're going to make sure your dog is social with other people, other dogs, and you've got to be really careful what you do with your dog. When you're taking your dog for a walk, you've got to make sure you correct your dog, and make sure your dog sits and stay when you're at the corner of the road. When you're at the corner of the road, you gotta make sure you look both ways. When you look both ways, you can cross the road. When you're taking your dog for a walk, you gotta be really careful when you let your dog off at the park, because you gotta look around and you gotta make sure your dog is. You gotta make sure that other people's dogs are not around. When they're not around and you think it's okay, you can let your dog off. And that's really important, to let your dog off, get it social with other people. Some people do not like dogs jumping up on them, and some people do. Some people like dogs jumping up on people, but some people can get offended of your dog jumping up. So when you see somebody, make sure you put your dog back on the lead, and make sure if it's okay to them to let your dog off. And if they let their dog off, make sure just be careful and make sure your dog is off the lead too. Because if you don't let your dog social, what dogs do is they sniff their butts, they sniff their privates in bits and pieces, and then they're happy, and then they go and play like mad with your dog, and that's really important, because that's really important to let your dog social with other dogs and other humans, especially if somebody asks you, can I pet my dog, you say yes or no. If the person say no, you can't pet my dog, that's fine, because it might be not social. If you are out and about with your dog, you've got to make sure you be careful of other dogs coming up, because people let their dog off the lead, and they don't know your dog is. You don't know what that dog likes. So you've got to make sure you put your dog on the lead till the owner comes, and see if it's okay. And if that dog's friendly, you ask the owner, is it okay if I let my dog off? And if it's okay, it's fine, you can let your dog off. Some parks you can't let your dog off the lead, and it's pretty sad, because it could be because of safety, and you've got to be careful where you take your dog, because some places you're not allowed to take your dog, because the council say, you look on the sign, and if it says dog park and you're allowed to take your dog, you're allowed to take your dog. You've got to make sure you be very careful to pick up your dog poo when you go outside all time with your dog. With your dog, you've got to make sure your dog is some dogs are friendly and some dogs are not friendly, and you've got to be careful with where you take your dog, just in case the other person, just in case the other dog get aggressive, and it's not your fault if the other dog bit your dog and had a fight with your dog. It's not your fault. So it's the owner who let your dog off and said it's okay, and then you let your dog off. And you don't have to feel guilty for letting your dog off the lead. And if your dog by accidentally bit that dog, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. So nothing to be worried about. And if you get in trouble and get trouble from the council or something like that, and you get in trouble, well, you should have a camera on you and film your dog wherever your dog's going, and then you know if that dog comes up to your dog for no reason and bit your dog. If people say it's your fault, well, that person will get a fine, and you don't want to get a fine for but if your dog by accident did bit that person, it's not your fault. Your dog is friendly, but the other dog got aggressive, so your dog gets aggressive and do it back. It's not good when people blame you. It's not your fault if your dog fights somebody and bit somebody or something like that. You've got to be really careful. When you're taking your dog out for a walk, you've got to make sure you've got a whistle with you. If you don't know how to whistle, call your dog back, put your dog on a lead, give your dog a treat, say good boy or good girl, and then just walk on. If the other person having a go at you, just walk on, just walk away, and then that person can be guilty, and you just let your dog off, but further away. Because when you're taking your dog for a walk, it is important to keep an eye on things, keep an eye on your dog, keep an eye on other people, because other people can be rude, and some people can be real happy. What else I've got to say? I've got lots of things to say to you guys, lots of things. I've got lots of ideas in my head to share with you, and if I got any more ideas in my head, I'll let you know, so you can be safe and your dog can be safe. I want to spread this out so everybody knows and everybody understands what I'm saying is true. I'm not talking a lot of rubbish. Some people say, how do you know about dogs? Well, easy peasy. I know dogs. I know how to work a dog. I know how to train the dog. And all that sort of stuff. You've got to train your dog to pay respect with other people. But other people, you've got to be careful who you talk to, and you've got to be careful. Be careful what you say. Like I am really careful what I say on here. I am really careful, and people love my channel and share this with your family and your children. And if you've got neighbours, share it with them. If you've got good neighbours, okay. If you've got good neighbours, you've got Instagram, Facebook, share it to everybody. And I'm in love with you guys. If you've got a long word, put a long word down below, push the bell button and put thumbs up. Keep pulling the thumbs up, keep pushing the bell button, keep pulling the words down below, and I will get back to you really quickly, I do. Oh well, I better get off here because my time is run out. In love with you guys, look after your dogs and your puppy, Take care.